I have, in my studies of the beach, both on Mustang and San Jose Islands, I've found several messages in bottles. I know it's at least 100, maybe a few more than 100. And it's interesting because the romantic idea of a nice wine bottle sealed and set adrift by star-crossed lovers somewhere out in the middle of the ocean showing up on shore is sort of still reasonably correct, but often the bottles are plastic rather than glass. In fact, all of these happen to be. Oh, there's a plastic one. And here is a file with some of the messages that I've got. Some of them are just very, very small. And some of them, okay, here we go. This is, this was found, this is, and notice that some people don't know how to preserve their message, so they put the message with a magic marker in a bottle that's got remnant alcohol in it, and the alcohol dissolves all the writing away, and I get some that have absolutely nothing on them. This is July 16th, 2011, fishing the something tour, 130 miles offshore. Found Thunder Horse Oil platform. This guy gave me his latitude, his email telephone. This one is the Star Flyer from St. Martin to Lisbon, day 17 at sea. This was Tuesday, April the 20th, 2010. This one looks like Sunday, February the 9th, 2012. Not sure what that is. This was almost like a commercial one, which didn't work very well, where they sell you this thing for $25. You fill it out, you set it to sea, and whoever finds it then fills their bid out. The trouble is the cork didn't fit properly. And this one is in Spanish. This one's got a funny picture of a snail done by a kid, I imagine. This one is on a Carnival cruise. That's all I got.
Coupon?
Is it a coupon? I don't know what it is, but... Okay, then how about this? 10-2207. Fine, call, you will... Oh, wait a minute, that's not... Ah. There we go. If you find this, please call... You will win a prize from Jimmy. Have a nice day. Now, I've learned there is an etiquette. It's if you promise a reward, you better give one. So I had a reporter from somewhere up in the Midwest who said $10 is yours if you find it, and he never paid up. And so I hounded him but he never paid up. He sent me $1, I think. So this one is partially, hello, it says location 20 miles west of Clearwater, Florida. One of the things I've discovered is that there's a lot of west to east flow too, as well as east to west. And so I get things that come in from Florida quite a lot. Let's see if I can find a poignant one. Here's one. Here's a good one, barely readable. This one. This is coming from a young man, a shrimper from Brownsville, Texas. Please let me know where this ends up. Get back to me at so-and-so, adios, Chris somebody or other. Then there's some warnings. I had one from 3 13-year-old girls. They poured out their hearts in these messages. They put their email address, they put their home phone address, they put their home street address, and they said, we're looking for a young man to, and so I had to write to them, and then I wrote to their parents, and I said, this is really dangerous, that your kids are making themselves known to any stranger that might pick this bottle up.
That was before Facebook?
Yes. Here's, by the way, one of my reply. Let's see what this says. It says, Dear Chris, I found, it might have been him. No, Chris Ibarra from Brownsville may have been. I found your note in the bottle on 22nd of March 2006 on San Jose Gulf Beach at, and I gave the position. San Jose is a barrier island north of Mustang Island. I am an oceanographer at the University of Texas and survey local Gulf beaches regularly. It is always nice to get, and I put this in quote, mail in this fashion, and I've found a few other messages in bottles over the years. Yours came along with the sargassum weeds, which came in early this year. It took 2 months to get here. Where were you shrimping? No, from where you were shrimping when you posted the mail. Where was that? Did you see a lot of weed out there in January? How is shrimping this year? What's the name of your boat? So there's some useful stuff you can get about oceanography, and I got dozens of these. I wanted to find a poignant one. If found, please. That's interesting. Oh, this person. Dear Tony, 26th of April 2007. Our family was so excited upon the receipt of your letter. We never thought that anyone would find that bottle. We were so surprised to learn that it was found so quickly. We were on a Carnival cruise and we mailed the bottle on Friday, March the 30th off the coast of Cozumel, Mexico. We left port at 6 p.m. CMT and mailed the bottle around 8 p.m. CMT en route back to Texas. Savannah is 11 years old and China is 10 years old. Dakota, our son, is 7 years old. He is not interested in playing with cars and superheroes. He's an avid animal enthusiast. When he learned about that you release sea turtles and was an oceanographer, he wanted to know more about your job, etc. And so this was from these people, from Tom and Kathy, Savannah, China, and Dakota. And they sent me their info. Oh, and there's a really neat picture. So these files are full of this stuff. Some are really sad. Without actually searching for them, I can tell you one really brought tears to my eyes, especially in my present condition. It was from a man who had just lost his wife, and he said, "My darling so-and-so, I will never talk to you again," and so on. And it was really poignant and hit home. Others are just like party down, they say. Some are obscene and I can't publish them. Some are religious tracts that people want to convert, whoever finds them. And the one that gave me the most one of the ones, there was one from Martinique. These people are in their own sailboat, and there were some two teenage kids there, and when I received their message, which was in French, I wrote back to them in French, because I have a little bit of French in my brain. And to show you how good my French must have been, they replied in English. But the one that came from a German gent who eventually turned up at my 50th wedding anniversary. We established a little rapport. He was a sea captain who owned a hotel on a barrier island in Germany. And I went to visit him. I took him the cork from his bottle. And that made the local German paper for the island of Sylt. So it's really, it requires a book. But maybe this, you've recorded some of this, right?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, phew.
So Anthony, have you ever put a message in a bottle yourself?
Yes, once.
Anybody found it?
No. Let me tell you, I was on an Argentine research vessel in the Antarctic, and I was telling the people who were working with us, because the ship was full of just ordinary enlisted people who did the grunt work, and then there's some officers. In fact, there was one officer who was absolutely notorious for his sins, I found out later. But anyway, what happened was, I was telling these people in the little officer crew that assisted me in doing the oceanography that the proper way to seal a bottle, because when I ran the CTD, the conductivity temperature depth machine, I had to make waterproof seals from the electrical point to the instrument itself. That was always a challenge because they went 20,000 feet deep. So I was showing them how to do it. So I did it, put the rubberized tape and then the other tape and so on. And it was a nice bottle of wine, and we all signed it. And I dumped it in the Antarctic Ocean. And that was IO 1578, so that was 41 years ago. Oh. And it hasn't come ashore yet, though at least if it had. It may well be, yeah. Some of our instruments we put out and come back a year later are frozen into the ice, which, yeah.
Time capsule.
Yes. So there you go, and thank you for doing that, Jace, that's really great.